Now look at this. How do you plant the coconut? There's something I heard about how to plant the coconut. You don't plant the coconut the normal way. What do? There are rules. I don't know whether they are spiritual, but these are laws that follow the planting of coconut. Otherwise, it will not grow. That is what I found out in the village. Before you plant the coconut, you would have seen the root sprouting from this place. Green, very light green, and then that's when you know it's ready to go into the ground. But you can see that this one doesn't have any roots sprouting. What do? You keep it in a cold place. Now, when you keep it in a cold place where nobody will go and carry it and then break and eat, keep it in a cold place, and then the root will eventually sprout. So how do you plant it? Not the normal way. You must make sure the place is not just cold, but safe. Now let me show you this place. Look at this. This place is cold. This place is cold. This place is cold. All these places are very, very cold. And you can see there's a shade. Show them the shade. You can see that the tree, the leaves of the tree will always keep this place very, very cold. So I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to keep it here. Now here it's going to remain cold, and after some days, I believe days or weeks, then the root will sprout and I'm going to plant it. But because I can't wait, let me show you how to plant the coconut. So I'm going to assume that the root is out. The rule says if you want the coconut to grow well, what do? You don't plant it this way. Of course, you will first dig the ground, dig up the ground. You don't stand like this to cover it. You have to squat. You have to squat to plant the coconut. And you don't use all your fingers. You don't even use 4 or 3. You must use 2 fingers. Only 2 fingers to cover the coconut. Otherwise, it will not do well. You may say it's superstitious, but that is the rule for planting the coconut. So, you may be asking, why is it that you don't bend to plant the coconut? You must squat and use 2 fingers. Now, if you bend like this to plant the coconut, it will grow, but it will not bear fruits. Even if it bears fruits, you might just see scanty fruits, maybe 1 or 2. But for the fact that you stood like this to do it, you bent like this to do it, it will grow first before bearing fruit. But if you squat and do it the right way, use your 2 fingers to cover the ground, it will grow, but it will bear fruits earlier than you expect. That is why you see some coconut trees, they won't even go too far, you see them bearing fruits. Some others will grow and then bear fruits early. So the essence of bending, squatting to do it is to ensure that it bears fruits early or a little bit late, but the fact is it will bear fruit. If you want coconut to bear fruit, you do it this way. Let me show you this one. Let me show you this one. Look at this one. Have you seen this one? Look at this one. You can see this one now. This one now, you can see it has no fruit. And I've just been told that the person who planted this one did not squat and use 2 fingers. That's why you can see it doesn't have fruits. And it's not even as if it's growing well. That is the reason why this one is like this. Wow. This is African tradition, agricultural belief system, and it works for them. That is it. Look at an example. It did not bear fruit.